People really live way out here?
Sure. All up and down this river. You're not from out here, are you?
No. Just flew up from Seattle for a few days.
Nice jacket you got there. University of Washington Huskies. You go to school there?
Not yet. My buddy gave me this jacket. Gonna get there yet. Just need to get enough money together. Excuse me. Excuse me. Maybe you could tell me where Henry Peters' house is.
No longer here.
No longer living, I know. They're my mother's parents, my grandparents. I just want to see their house.
Alice and Henry? You're their grandson?
You're Martha Peters' boy.
Yes, my name is Paul. Paul Sanders. I was adopted by the Sanders after she died.
Yeah, my name is William Peters.
Hello, William.
My daughter Anna.
Anna.
My son Noah.
Hello, Noah. How's it going?
Hey, Anna, maybe you should show them their house.
Hey, there's no rush. Let me help. Seems like your dad likes to work on the house.
Dad said he could have built a couple of houses at the same time he spent fixing up ours. But he doesn't want to move. Our family's been there for a long time.
Where are all the fences? I mean, how do you know where somebody's land begins and the other ends?
It didn't used to matter. People here didn't think they owned their land. They just built where they wanted to and everybody just accepted it.
What? In my neighborhood, people fight over parking space.
You know, our big fight was getting our land claim settled in Congress. We had to prove that we had rights to our land. The Yupik people have been living here for forever, thousands of years. But we had to get a law passed before the Gussocks would...
The what?
The outsiders would recognize that.
So then everyone got their own land, like 100 acres apiece, maybe?
No, not in our village. Everybody's got their own house lot. That's all we need.
What about all the rest of the land around here? Who gets to use it?
Whoever needs to. We can always go down those hills to pick berries. And the river. Almost everybody has a boat and a fish camp. Where are you from, Paul?
Well, I've lived on every army base from Texas to Seattle. When I was adopted, my parents were in the military. So when I got a letter from the lawyer that I had inherited my grandparents' house, I decided to come out here and see it. My mom would talk about this place when she got real homesick.
Did your mom ever bring you here when you were a kid?
I don't think so. She died when I was 9, and I never knew anyone else in the family. Never knew my grandparents.
Alice and Henry were very good people. Everybody looked up to them.
Oh, I can't believe they left me this house.
I really miss Alice and Henry. Before they died, all the kids used to come here because we told a lot of good stories. How come your mom
Never came back? I don't know. She used to talk about bringing us back here, but we never did. Did somebody make this?
Alice made that. A guy came here once from a museum and after $100 for one this size.
Hey, this is one cool knife. What do you think it's worth?
Henry wouldn't sell that. His father made it for him. That's my dad. I gotta go.
Yeah, okay. See you later, Anna. After spotting his prey, Paul the mighty hunter attacks, and returns back to the community. Paul the mighty hunter!
I found your mom's picture in an old yearbook. Try it.
Oh, what'd you say?
What are you doing with all this stuff?
Oh, I'm taking it with me. I'm gonna see what I could get for it.
Is that why you came here? To sell all their stuff?
Well, I just started.
You can't sell this stuff. It belongs here. It's part of the family.
I don't know anything about this family stuff. I inherited this house, and I'm gonna do what I want with it.
No, not in this village. We don't sell our houses.
Anna, I need the money.
This is your grandparents' house. You can stay here. Use whatever you need.
What I need is somewhere else.
You can't sell this house.
Anna? Anna! Wait! Anna! Wait. I'm not doing it just for the money. Just give me a chance to explain. Come on, Anna. Look, I want to explain about the house. I've been trying to go to college ever since I graduated. I'm working 2 jobs now and just low-life jobs and barely getting by. You know what you want, and it's right here. But me, I'm on my own. The only way for me to get ahead is if I go to college. Where are we going?
My cousin's fish camp. He needs this gas. Wakka.
Wakka.
Kesan taiden kam.
Kujana.
Una palsen der sauk. Henry kapagulka marsak maguluksugo. Era sa kanakam. She wants to know what your Yupik name is. Ayayuk.
Wait, say that again?
Ayayuk.
Yayuk. Yeah. I haven't heard that since my mom She used to call me that a lot.
Ayayuk.
Yayuk.
Ang lilinip.
I'd forgotten. Yayuk. Yeah.
Maglon panikanistulha yuchkhani anqian ritsakluni anqiachtha.
Oh, she said your grandmother saved her daughter from dying at birth, so you're her dungashkuk.
What's that?
Relative.
Well, here's your shoes.
No, thanks.
You know who we are now. Don't be bashful to visit.
Okay, I will.
And thank your dad for the gas, and then tell him I'll be saving him some fish.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Okay, we'll see you.
Now where are we going?
Downriver, I want to show you one of my favorite places. I guess what I'm worried about is losing this way of life. It's changing too fast.
Well, who owns all this land?
Everybody, or nobody, depends on how you look at it. Before the land claims bill passed, we used to just go hunting or fish camp where our families always had. It would be weird to put up fences or signs saying who owns this land. I mean, how do you divide up the air? Or decide who owns the ducks? Or the river? Angsa only settled...
Anska? What's that?
Angsa is the Alaska Native Claim Settlement Act. It's a law that Congress passed in 1971. And it was a big thing because our village finally got written legal title to our land. But we don't own the land directly because Angsa created corporations to own and manage this land. And we all own stock in those corporations.
So is it better or worse not owning it yourself?
Well, in a way, it's like the village owning the land in common. But a lot depends on how everybody, I mean, the shareholders make choices on the land. And it will make a big difference if people decide to sell their stock.
Why would they? I mean, doesn't your stock make money? Dividends?
Sometimes, but not always. If you need cash, it's real tempting to think about selling it. But our stocks represent our share of the land. And if we all sold our stock to outsiders, then they would be the ones to decide what happens to our land.
But what if that brought some development, new jobs, construction? I've seen a lot of gravel around. You could be building roads, airport runways. Wouldn't that help the people here?
Yes. And now, I was away last summer, and my dad had a full-time job. So we didn't go to fish camp or hunt very much. And when Dad's construction job ended, we didn't have food put away. So it cost a lot more money to buy food at the store. It was a very hard winter. I can't get it started. Here, you better start oaring.
How come no boats are coming by? Can't we signal a plane or start walking?
Paul, it's midnight. If nobody comes by, we'll start walking in the morning.
I've got to leave tomorrow.
Why?
My jobs. I've got to get back.
Don't worry, Paul. You don't have to spend the rest of your life out here.
I'd go crazy if I had to. I'm going crazy right now. There's wild animals out there. We could die of starvation, hypothermia. My band's rehearsing without me. I'm missing Saturday Night Live. How can you live all your life out here?
I spent 2 years away from home, in Fairbanks going to college. Most of the time, I was real lonesome. Even after I made friends, I was real lonesome for home. But now, even home has changed.
So does the future of this place really seem that grim to you?
I get pretty intense, I know, and I don't want to lose it all, ever. But I don't know what's going to happen to the land out here. And I don't know if this kind of life can survive.
Well, it seems to me that it's important that we have some choices. Like, my security is a college degree, just like holding on to this land. This life is important to you.
You're right about having choices. And college is really important. But which is more important right now? Having a college degree or knowing how to catch food?
Did you say food? Is there anything to eat around here?
We can always catch some fish in the morning. Can you survive until morning?
Yay! Breakfast of champions.
I wish I had a knife.
Will an ulu do?
Oh.
Don't leave home without it. You were right. We never could have walked this last night.
Paul, let's go home by the cemetery. Alice and Henry are buried here, and some of their kids.
I never knew I had so much family.
Let's go home.
Jimmy, be careful. The fire's not out yet.
What happened here?
We don't know. We weren't even home.
morning, Anna.
Coffee.
Thanks. Anna, I was wondering if you could help me get my stuff to the airport.
Sure. I gotta help my cousins move in first.
That's right. Their house burnt down. They're all moving in here? Excuse me. I'm Paul Sanders.
I know you.
I was wondering if we could use Henry and Alice's house. I'm leaving today and I won't be staying there.
Thank you.
Well, looks like this is it.
Your relative from fish camp wanted Ayayik to have this. Here.
Hey, tell her I said thank you. Or wait, tell her Ayayik said thank you.
What made you change your mind, Paul, about selling the house and Alice and Henry's things?
Well, I figured your cousins needed it more than I did right now.
But what about your plans for college?
I don't know yet. I don't have it all figured out. But I know I'll get there. And besides, now I have some place to come back to. And a whole new family.